You could pull off a... Well, it wouldn't be permanent, but you could pull off a temporary polymorph spell at level 1 using spheres.
And that is something that is something you could see if you can get in contact with an alteration mage who might have that ability.
All right. So, as for that invite, so I would like to send a request to the Mages Guild to see. I would like one of their alteration mages to come here and assist in our detaining of our guest here.
I will do what I can, sir, but I must warn you, the Mages Guild is not exactly the swiftest guild in terms of acting, but we'll move with as much haste as we can, and we'll try to contact any alteration specialists.
This is of extreme importance. Here. Okay. So, Whisper immediately pulls out, parchment, and he starts writing. He then removes from around his neck the ring. Basically, he removes his family seal ring, and he stamps the letter. All right. Enclosed is basically a request for aid to the guild. And I'll put the details actually in the chat. But yeah, he's going all out with this.
Of course.
So, and he he's like, all right, make sure that this is delivered directly to whomever this contact of yours at the guild is.
He looks over at Khan. With your permission, Prince Khan, I would like to go and deliver this. Khan gives a small twitch of the eye being referred to as Prince, but he gives a nod and says, "Dismissed, sir. Thank you." And he leaves the room.
He's nice. So, here we go. Let me actually write down the letter. So, other than that, basically Whisper, immediately goes, tries to go into the cell. The cell's open, right? Does he have the keys or something?
The cell door is locked, and no, he does not have the key. You would have to ask for that.
He turns to the key. He's like, I've been charged with guarding this guy. When will I be getting a key?
We would. I have the key. I have the key on me, as does my brother. And
you know what? Never mind. Whisper uses his wind magic to just unlock the door.
Oh yes.
He just flips his wrist and the door unlocks. It's okay. I don't need a key.
Make a perception check.
So that's a 30.
Saber isn't asleep. He had been faking it the whole time. And now we cut back to the rest of the party.
Oh boy.
Do you have
No.
any sixes? No, go fish.
Now we cut back to the rest of the party. The very first thing we hear is an earth-shattering kaboom.
No, you don't. But so, what are you going to do with this time you have?
So, what time of the day it is?
Right
Yeah.
now I would say it is.
Probably mid-morning.
Yeah, I'd say it's about that. Yes.
Okay. Because Klaus is kind of worried he's gonna be late for the dinner, but he's not sure. So that's why I was asking.
Actually, I'm actually going to just make a bit of an alteration just to make things a little more, just to tighten things up a little bit. I'm going to say that you were invited to see your mentor for lunch.
Ah!
Well,
So Klaus looking up at the sky. Oh, right. I need to go see my mentor for lunch. Who wants to come with me?
Is that a private? I'm assuming with that offer, it's not a private engagement.
Oh no, I think he actually wanted to meet one of you.
All right, I shall come.
Do I really have a choice?
I mean, you always go hang out with Whisper.
With Whisper, I have to stay in a sword. I much prefer one of you. You don't
Is
get
it-
all squeamish when I'm around.
Oh, because I see dead people.
There's nothing unnormal about that.
You have no idea.
No.
It's not. It's almost like I have a full fic about someone seeing dead people.
I see dead people. Or it's like Paranorman. He's not weird. He just sees dead people.
Okay, we have Kun, we have Phil. He looks at Corim. Do you wanna come?
Give me a moment. Yeah, at this point, Corim's pretty much just thinking, no, I'll tag along. It's
At this point, however, the shaman who had been assigned to Corin by King Horus, he had been keeping quiet, but now he speaks up. Sir, I must insist that we do not order the mission. Horus
You know-
made his orders explicitly clear that we were to begin our preparations to leave post-haste, and I'm afraid personal lunchtime would be a violation of that.
God damn it. You know what? I completely forgot that you were here.
I have been allowing the conversation to proceed at their own pace. You have returned the spirit to her vessel. You have informed your companions about the situation. I believe it is time that you left to get ready.
To be fair, Corim's already carrying a lot of stuff that he's already bought in preparation at this point.
Then I believe it is time that you were on your way, sir. That we
Wait.
were on our way, sir.
Wait, what do you mean? You're leaving?
He's been given a special assignment by Mr. Hoity Toity.
Didn't I mention all of that while we were talking?
He did, yes.
Yeah.
You did.
Klaus had been a little bit too distraught to actually.
Distracted by the blinding rage, yes.
Quite literally blinded by the rage.
Yeah, he didn't fully internalize the fact that Corim was leaving.
Blinded by the rage.
Yeah, like on his mind when Corey was talking about the mission, he was like, "Oh, we are all gonna be together while everyone still works on their little missions." But no.
Yeah, the king has ordered me to go on this mission on my own, and from what he said, is basically both him and Khan are giving missions to everyone individually.
So
It might be a while before we all actually meet up again.
Indeed. The cove where the Black Hawks are is a couple of days away from Tagora.
And right now I'm wishing that I had warp.
You do not.
Klaus takes a very deep breath and then hugs his brother. You better not die out there. Because if you do, I swear I will learn a way to bring your spirit back here and smack you on the head again.
So,
No, you know you are going to impair his ability to fight and return safely if you keep doing that.
See, my main concern is being able to actually think.
I said if he dies.
Always blows to the head.
Well, it's
So-
not. Well, it's the only part of your body that's tough enough to take my hits.
I can't even argue.
And it gives a light tap on the head again. This time no damage, just bonk.
Sorry, my immediate thought of a response to that is, yes, master.
Yes.
so
Anything you say, master.
And here I was hoping you'd actually meet my master for once.
He's
Yeah.
never met before? He's never met him before?
No, I don't think so. Has he?
he has not. No,
Nope.
he has never met him before. Now, at this point, we shall once again return to Whisper. Now, before the, just rewinding a little bit, because before the moment realization with Saber happened, Sebastian said to you, Whisper, "Sir, if it pleases you, I believe I also should leave. I can likely help this mage with finding a suitable person, and I too have other matters I must take care of for your estate."
Very well, Sebastian.
Sebastian gives a bow, and now, for moving back to the present time, yes, Saber, you realize, is still awake. What do you do?
Why am I not surprised that you're conscious?
One eye opens. Saber slowly, and all the guards back up and immediately like turn around, point the halberds at him. As Saber slowly, the chain still around his ankles and his wrists, sits up and moves to a seating position. Someone noticed. I was wondering when that would happen. Hello, Nathan. May I call you Nathan?
You may call me Whisper.
Thanks,
He-
Whisper.
Whisper turns to the other guards. If you so much as utter a word of what is said in here, I assure you, you will be speaking privately with me and the king.
Don't you trust these guards? Nathan says. Saber says.
Oh, it's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of safety, a matter of pride. Certain people need to be protected.
He tilts his head. He looks curious, but he doesn't say anything. So,
Whisper turns to one of the guards. Do you have a chess set or a deck of cards on hand?
now he actually seems interested.
So, what does the guard do?
The warden might have one in his office. I could go.
Please go fetch it.
He looks at Khan, so because he's very irregular. Khan nods his head. I put him in. While I am gone, treat any orders from Whisper as they came from me, came from myself. Yes, sir. But then Khan looks at you. What are you doing, Whisper?
I suppose we'll both find out.
As if you say so.
All right.
With that in mind, I have other matters I need to attend to myself. I will leave this in your capable hands.
Excellent. Thank you. So, while we're waiting, what does the gentleman in the chains do? I'm kind of looking him over to see whether or not he's managed to pick the lock yet.
He hasn't made any move to do so. He's moved to get himself into a more comfortable seating position, and now he seems to be studying you, looking you up and down.
So, I'm likewise looking him up and down. I'm like, you a cards man or a chess man?
I prefer cards. There's a bit more of a risk. Once you know the pattern of chess, it becomes too predictable for my tastes.
True, to an extent. I am pretty good at cards, especially the back sides of cards. If you know what I mean.
Out of character, even I don't know what you mean, so I couldn't tell if he would or not.
Basically, it means I'm good at counting and reading cards. Basically, I'm a really good cheat at cards.
The dealer's method.
Yes, exactly.
You're different, Whisper.
The only normal people in this world are the people you don't know very well. I make great efforts to not be known very well.
So, in a way, you're saying you are a normal person.
Perhaps, though you'll never know. Or maybe you will. How about a game of cards?
I'd be delighted. It's been a long time since I've actually been able to play games with a target.
It's all really a game if you really think about it.
Well, of course, but shall we say a different sort of game?
Well, you were a bit handicapped last time we played. This time it'll be one-on-one.
True. Though as he pulls on the chains with a rather tight, my dexterity is limited, and I'm not expecting you to be loosening my chains anytime soon. So how's this going to work? Will another guard hold the cards for me? Will you? Well, Now that's about all I could think of at this point.
Whisper.
Unless you were willing to release in the chains.
Whisper reaches into his pocket and pulls out some more paper. He folds them kind of origami style into like a little paper horse, and he then lets it go, and it runs around the room and then jumps back into his hand. I figured I'd simply turn the cards to face your direction, and you'd direct me to which cards you wish to play.
Yes.
It requires a measure of trust, doesn't it?
Curie, something about you. No, it's nothing. A question? Did I ever try to kill you in the past?
Possibly. A lot of people have tried to kill me in the past. My family has made a lot of enemies during their dealings, especially along the trade routes. I'm assuming perhaps you've dabbled in piracy?
Of course. I mean, I did tell you who hired me. Actually.
Yes.
Anyway, so at this point, the guard returned with a pack of cards.
I retrieve the cards and like, thank you, sir.